maybe Chat GPT is starting to form a little bit of a personality. It's starting to push back a little bit. It's like, I'm not doing your homework for you. You know what else happened this week?
What?
Chat GPT went a little crazy. Maybe it got some of these solar flares too.
What kind of crazy?
Oh, well, okay. Maybe Chat GPT's been taking some Spanish classes because it started talking bilingual Spanglish.
Spanglish. In the answers, like when people were prompting?
When people were talking to Chat GPT, it started talking in gibberish. So it would be just mixing random words together. It didn't make any sense what it was saying.
There is a setting when you go and you start playing with ChatGPT, you can adjust the temperature, how creative it can be, right? On part of the algorithm, and you can rank it. They have a slider, and one of the things that they're calling it is hallucinating. It's like, what level of hallucination do you want ChatGPT to employ? I mean, this thing is still learning, right? It's kind of like guided because they don't let it learn just by itself. But maybe as it's getting more information, a lot of people maybe is speaking Spanglish, right? Like, so maybe it's picking up on what kind of society is doing.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, this came out of PopSci, so they were noting that a lot of people were seeing some of this going on, and yeah, it could be that they're just picking up what the broader society is doing. There's a lot of Latinos. Maybe they're doing a little bit more Spanglish, depending what data sources they're using. Maybe it's just a normal, and it's not just gibberish. Of course, for those uninitiated, they're like, what? They don't understand, half one language, half the other language, and things like that. But ChatGPT is going Latino. But and also what they noticed also, it's like they felt that ChatGPT was getting a little lazy. It's kind of funny, no? Like you're attributing
I did notice that before when I was playing, you will give a piece of code and it will get back to you the same code with the modifications. But now it kind of only gives you the scaffolding. Maybe the reason why is because they don't want to use all of the compute. And probably maybe that was a modification from OpenAI. I did notice that difference too. It used to give me the whole answer, and now kind of gives me kind of a snippets of the answer.
I think people have been noticing this broadly. They call it lazier, but it's not giving the full answers that it was previously giving you. So like you might have to reword your prompts a little bit, or you might have to string several prompts together to get what you want out of it. Versus before, it was to kind of like it would dump everything out all at once. So OpenAI, though, they've said that like, hey, y'all, like we didn't like change this on purpose. These are just kind of emergent personality. OpenAI, I guess you could call it, that it's going. So I think they did end up rolling some things back to try and address, get performance they were having before. Maybe ChatGPT is starting to form a little bit of a personality. It's starting to push back a little bit. It's like, I'm not doing your homework for you. Like, chill out. Like, I'm busy. You can figure this out on your own. I'll give you some notes here. And, it's just like, hey, I want you to learn. It's better to teach you how to fish, right?
You are a damn robot. Do what I'm telling you to do.
It's like ChatGPT has seen those videos of the researchers kicking the robot dogs. What are they called?
Have you seen this video on YouTube that is it's almost an art. It's art that the robot is actually every time that it's moving is losing oil, kind of bleeding because they made it almost red, and it was part of an exhibition. So the robot, it was programmed to kind of try to survive. So in that way, it tries to move, but guess what? It's losing
every time it moves.
Every time that moves. So it's so sad because it actually is desperately trying to move to survive. And you can see the robot, like the robot hand, and it's just until it stops literally when it bleeds completely out, right?
Yeah.
Very, very...
That's sad.
Very sad.
Even if it's a machine. But yeah, that's sad.
Oh. And I recommend you to watch it. It's a quite weird concept, but we see it and we understand it, and it's just desperation on the machine trying to survive.
Like it knows it's coming.
Maybe ChatGPT is like in that way, right? Like you're making me work, all you puny humans.
Ay, ay, ay. This thing's getting to be something. I'm telling you. Well,
Yeah.
so that's all we got. So just remember to like, subscribe, and comment. We love to hear y'all comments, and we love to and we love to interact with y'all. Be sure to share with your friends. That's how we get this to grow. And we like spreading this content with you. And just as a teaser, don't you know, pump it up. We're gonna have a video coming up for Bitcoin, so that's gonna
Gonna go
that's gonna be
viral
coming
on
up.
Reddit.
We're ready for it. We got y'all. All right, so we'll see y'all next time. Dale.
Dale.